Coming from someone who's dealt with this before, let me explain what I've done in the past. First, obviously, it sucks when you have somebody that you care about that has been to numerous inpatient, outpatient treatment centers and programs and everything, and it's just not sticking and they are not continuing to seek help. I get it, and it's terrible. But this is a good point for you to kind of step back and think about how you want your life to go, about how much control you are really exerting on the situation, how much energy you're putting into it. Because at least for me, I had a tendency to have an idea of how I thought things should go or how I thought they would go or what his treatment plan would look like. And in reality, it was just kind of stressing me out and making me really frustrated and resentful because the things that were actually happening did not look anything like my plans of what I would hope that they would look like. During the time that he would be in and out of different treatment centers, in and out of sobriety and active addiction, I would be going to therapy. Sometimes he would go to therapy on his own. Sometimes we would do couples therapy. And while I found therapy to be really helpful, I had to do a lot to continue on, I guess, with the positivity that I got from the therapy, like the healthy things that I learned. And so that's when self-work really came in, because I could go to therapy every single day, but if I wasn't actually implementing it into my life and putting it into practice, it wasn't really doing a whole lot. So I would say keep up with the therapy. Obviously, that is very important and it can be very helpful. But also see what you could do outside of that to, like I said, continue on with the stuff that you were learning in therapy and make sure that you're putting that into practice in your daily life and kind of reinforce those things that you're learning. Also, tied in with that, the whole idea of self-work, it's important to kind of take stock of your life and see what things you can change, what things you can add, what things you might need to have a little bit less of, different things like that. This way you can plan how things are right now, what we can change to make ourselves feel better, healthier, stronger, all that stuff. But also kind of long-term, how do you want your life to look in the future? Obviously, you don't want to stay in this place where you were uncomfortable and resentful and maybe angry or sad or all these other different emotions. So we kind of want to see where we want to go, how we can get there, what things we can start doing now to get us to that point, so at least we're working towards a goal. Also, along those lines, it's a good idea to take into account boundaries. Do you have boundaries already? Do we need to change those a little bit? Do we need to add some boundaries, take away some boundaries, any kind of adjustments like that? Because especially with boundaries or really anything that you're doing to better your life, it doesn't have to be okay, this is it. It's in concrete, can never change. They can change and flow and come and go and all that stuff as it relates to your life and whatever you are comfortable with or whatever you will or won't allow into your life. So it can be an ever-changing thing just based off of you and what you want. And of course, if you are watching this and you have any questions, feel free to comment, DM me on any social media platform where I am. I will be happy to help and give my thoughts on it based on my own experience as the partner of an addict.